Hi, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Schaefer. Today I am going to show you how to write your I am poem. This is a template of what the I am poem looks like if we were to handwrite this. This is what I would have done in the classroom, is give you this copy to fill in as like your rough draft, made edits to it, and then we would have made a final draft either on paper pencil or on the computer. In Google Classroom, I have a slide all set up for you to do it on the computer. Please share it with me, or I can look at it as you work on it, give you some suggestions, and then you can use that as your final draft. Before I model the I am poem, let's look at a few examples. Here is an I am poem by Brittany. I am Brittany. I wonder how they make music go into a compact disc or CD. I hear my compact disc player play music. I see my fish swim in circles. I want to be an ice skater. I am Brittany. I pretend to be the best cheerleader on the squad. I feel sad when my fish dies. I touch my new Mustang that I will have in 10 years. I worry about doing well on a test when it comes. I cry when I watch a sad movie. I am Brittany. I understand that candy is not good for you. I say things I don't mean sometimes. I dream about really weird things. I try to be nice to my brothers. I hope that I will make honors. I am Brittany. Here is a second poem to reference. I am poem by Dustin. I am Dustin. I wonder if I will be in the Air Force. I hear my stomach growl. I see my little brother. I want my brother to come home. I am Dustin. I pretend to be in a game. I feel my mother's love. I touch my food. I worry about when my baby brother will come home. I cry hoping my baby brother will be well. I am Dustin. I understand the things my teacher tells me. I say war is no good. I dream about my friends. I try to do well in school. I hope my brother will be okay. I am Dustin. So those two poems were very nice and very different from one another. So you are going to do something similar. Let me show you how I would write my poem, and then you can start your own. So at the top, I will write, I am Mrs. Schaefer. And here is where you will put your name. I wonder about. So here are things that you can put that you wonder about. And for me, what I wonder about what the future holds. And as I sit here, I'm listening to things that I hear. And I hear birds chirping outside. Now notice that I just didn't write I hear birds. We're in fourth grade, almost ready for fifth. Give me some describing words. Expand your sentences. Please do not write I hear the TV. Tell me what you hear on the TV, what's playing, or maybe you hear something else in the background as well, okay? I see my children playing. Okay, and here you can tell me things that you see. I want, now In the prayer, I almost said prayer, sorry. In the poems, they said, I want my brother to come home by Dustin, or I want to be an ice skater. So tell me something that you want. For me, I want...
Mama, Mommy,
quarantine.
Mommy.
Hold on, baby. Quarantine to end.
Alexa.
And then I can end with, I am Mrs. Schaefer. A lot of the poems that people write are happening in the moment, which is what this is right now. So for me to write about quarantine, and when I come back to this poem years later, it will remind me of what my life was like at this time and who I was at this time. Now I'm going to move to the next part of the poem. Next part is I pretend. I pretend to not be tired. Okay? Some things that I can feel is my friends and family's love. Okay, so that's something that I feel. I worry about my students. I cry when I am overwhelmed. And that's okay. Sometimes you just have to let your tears fall to let you get through things. That kind of reminds me of Marty and Shiloh. He says that sometimes he gets mad to think his thoughts through. And that's the same thing with crying. Sometimes you cry for different reasons, and it's just your body's way of letting you have that emotion and be able to think it through. Now, here's where I'm going to end with my name. I am Mrs. Schaefer. Now I can move on to the last part of my I am poem. I understand that staying home is safe for myself and others. I say, what are some things that I say? I think I'm going to write, I say silly things at times. I dream, let's see, I dream about doing the best that I can. I try to be the teacher my students need me to be. I hope that everything will be okay. And end with, I am Mrs. Schaefer. There are parts of this where you're really going to have to think these through and take your time on. Once you finish writing your poem, go back and read it through to see if it makes sense, to check if you have any grammar or any spelling mistakes. So just like so, I will read my poem from beginning to end, and let's see if it sounds well. I am Mrs. Schaefer. I wonder about what the future holds. I hear birds chirping outside. I see my children playing. I want quarantine to end. I am Mrs. Schaefer. I pretend to not be tired. I feel my friends and family's love. I worry about my students. I cry when I am overwhelmed. I am Mrs. Schaefer. I understand that staying home is safe for myself and others. I say silly things at times. I dream about doing the best that I can. I try to be the teacher my students need me to be. I hope that everything will be okay. I am Mrs. Schaefer. That is the end of the I Am poem. I want you to have fun with this and really think your thoughts through as you write your poem. Have fun.